Thank you, and yeah, it's a great honor to be here. Fantastic to see so many people. I wouldn't expect that, but very happy to see you all. And I'm going to do a little presentation and on the theme of shock. That is the Creative Mornings global theme this month. And Jesper asked me if I could, he thought I was a good person to do that, and I thank you for the confidence in me. So, yes. Before I start, I just want to warn some people that some things might be disturbing and to watch this early in the morning, and if you feel that you are faint-hearted, you should maybe you should leave the building quite soon. Just before we start, my name is Gustav. I work at an advertising agency here in Stockholm, Saatchi. I've been working in advertising for 17 years, spending my first years at an agency called King, and then a short time at a place called Farfar, and now I spent my last 10 years at Saatchi. But this presentation is not about me, it's about something else. Shock, and what is that? And from my perspective as a communicator, it's a very, very efficient tool to use in communication. And when I started to think about the theme shock, it's the bigger the shock, the more relevant you have to be, I think. And if you really want to shock someone, you have to be extremely relevant, because if you're not relevant, this is what will happen. You will gain no attention, because it will only be sort of a gimmicky thing. And if you are relevant, then you have a good case. The next 25 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about a specific client, which is very tightly connected to the theme. So I won't talk about shock. I will talk about a client very tightly connected to shock. So let's start from the beginning. It all started with this guy, Roger, an old high school friend of mine who called me 8 years, asked if I could help him out with some stuff for a film festival he's arranging, and more of a film club actually. Yeah, and he knew that I'm very interested in horror films, and also working with communication and loving that. So for me, this was a perfect match, the best of two worlds: horror film, communication, Elmstad 3000 Horror Fest. And also on top of that, it's everything we do for this festival is targeted to the members of the festival, which are people who are really into horror films and are really likes a good scare. So as a communication project, it couldn't be any more interesting and fun to work with. So 8 years has passed with this client, and what our assignment always is to do an invitation for this for the upcoming festival. This is always based on a specific theme. So every time there's a festival, there's a theme. And you might think, oh, well, horror films, that's a theme. Yeah, well, if we look at it, horror films has lots of genres within the genre. So, for example, I tried to categorize stuff here, just to see that it's a lot of subcategories here. So we have, I will go really quickly, just to get an understanding of the complexity of this genre. It's so many different ways to scare people in the movies. So it's horror film is the umbrella, and then underneath it's so many different ways. Our task always when working with this client is quite interesting, I think. We try to do communication that is scarier than the films being screened at the festival. And that is, of course, a very, I mean, that's a very ambitious goal, but that's a good, it's always good to have an aim for what you do. That may be, you know, yeah, it's always good to have an ambitious goal. So, and budget for this client, there's no one working with this client that does it for money, because there's no money at all. This is the budget, always. There's a pro bono, there's no economic incentive or agenda here. So when you have a budget of 0 crowns and want to produce stuff, then you don't have what you have to trade if you want to, you know, produce stuff. The only trade you got is good ideas. And if you have, the less budget you have, the better the idea must be. So if you have 0 crowns budget, then you really have to, you know, you really have to do something great to get other people involved. So that's always a challenge here. Today we will look at, we will look at the 9 campaigns we have done for these clients. It's going to be a few case studies. I hope that they are interesting or shocking enough for you to stay awake at this early hour. But for me, it's been quite a journey to gather all this work that I've done with this client, to see, just to see the journey. We started here, and now 8 years later, we can do this for this client. So I hope you can see that as well. So let's start from the beginning. 2007 was the first campaign. Oh, I just forgot to mention that this festival started in 1999. So it was only like 8 years later I started working with it. So it's 2007. The theme was the classics, we call it. Showing like the classic horror films, and this was very much the first campaign we did for them. We sent out a brown package to all the members. In it was a big lump of papers, saying only one thing, saying Elmstad 3000 Horror Fest, date and time, and then don't be late, which, for an horror enthusiast, that's a clearly homage to the scene in The Shining. And I think it was like 90 A4 papers, each individually typed with the typewriter. So it's a very, very ambitious thing to send out to the people. And so that was sort of the starting point, and we didn't know what to expect from that. And we received so much love from the members that it was a sort of, they poured some gasoline on our fire here. So we really like, oh shit, we gotta do something even better the next time. The next year, the theme was American slasher. It's a genre of, for example, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and so on. Classic American psychopath going around killing people. And this time we experimented a bit with being very, very personal in our tone. And what we did was we sent out envelopes with the face of the receiver printed on the envelope. And it's hard to see here, but the way you open the envelope was pulling a string, actually cutting your own throat, basically, and then putting out the red paper, which symbolizes the blood, and then it's unreadable. It's only said Elmstad 3000 Horrorfest, and then the date and time, and so on. So that was, thank you. But after these 2 first campaigns, we also realized that the element of surprise is very important when working with this kind of project. Now we had 2 times they have received something in the mailbox, and we thought maybe we should try to find new ways of doing this. So we really tried to sort of find a new angle to approach the members. What we did on the 2009 theme, which was cannibal films, you will be surprised how many different genres you can find in this in this world. Cannibal films, and here we used Blocket as our only communication channel. I will show you now a case study. I think it's approximately 1 minute, so it won't be too long. And yeah, and it's in Swedish. I'm sorry about that, but this one is in Swedish. Everything else is in English. This is Swedish, but maybe you get the idea anyway. Yes, so this was also very well received from the target group. Even though we noticed afterwards that the ones who, because it was quite a complex campaign, and the people who got it, they thought it was brilliant, and there were a few people that didn't get it, unfortunately. But that's how you learn, I think. Okay, so. You always have to be sure that even though you do a very, very complex idea, it has to be a very, very simple idea and very, very easy to understand. But learning from that year to this year, we wanted to do something really, really simple. The new French Extreme was in 2000. There were a whole bunch of French horror films that were really, really awful. Very good, but really scary and stuff. And we thought that we need to take care of this somehow. What we did then, and this actually doesn't fit with the thing that we want to create invitations that are scarier than the films. In this case, we thought we can't do that, so we have to do something else. And so we created a pillow, a comfort pillow, saying, it's only a movie, it's only a movie, it's only a movie. And then with the tag telling that the festival and what date and time it is. And this pillow also, we got some attention in media, so people started mailing and wanted to buy the pillow, and so we produced, I think 50 extra pillows and sold them, which was a nice bonus. So here we actually made some money, instead of losing money, which I've done each and every campaign so far. 2011, the theme Giallo. It's an Italian genre. Dario Argento, maybe you know him, maybe you don't. It's a Italian genre with. You can say you could call it Italian slasher. If this was American slasher, you can say this is Italian slasher, but with more of a thriller, a little bit more thriller to it. But this time we wanted, as always, we need to find new ways to surprise our target group, and this time is the first time we produced a film for the festival, which was extremely exciting and also extremely demanding, since the budget is 0 crowns, and the bigger the project gets, the more complex it is, and the more money you should need. But it's another case study we're going to look at. how we solved this campaign.
The Elmster 3000 Horrorfest is a Swedish horror film festival. The brief was to create an invitation for the upcoming festival. The objective, to create buzz and anticipation among the members. The theme for this fall festival was Italian slasher, a genre known to horror movie fans as giallo. A package was sent to the members. Inside, wrapped in paper from a premium butcher's called prosciutto di giallo, were 4 slices of prosciutto. The last slice had a personal URL printed on it, an address that led each member to his own section on the website prosciuttogiallo.it. There, a personal message awaited from the very butcher that had sliced the ham.
Ciao Per e benvenuto in un mondo di carne. Qui a Prosciutto di Giallo produciamo il miglior prosciutto di tutta l'Italia. Sì, perché scegliamo soltanto tenerissima carne di bestiame, di animali liberi al pascolo. Carne che poi lasciamo seccare all'aria, proprio come si deve. Poi affettiamo il prosciutto in deliziose fette sottili. Ah, che odore fantastico! Sì, perché per me affettare la carne è una vera e propria arte. Amo i miei arnesi di precisione, ma mi piace anche usare per esempio il coltello, le lamette, la sega circolare, accetta, il coltellaccio di Rambo, il coltello per la carne, macete e quant'altro. E fantastica motosega. Guarda, c'è ancora sangue che cola. Sì, potrei continuare all'infinito. Ma insomma, questo prosciutto è fatto apposta per te, quindi buon appetito e carne diem.
The members could also find the festival location on Google Maps, marked with a meat axe. Download a human butcher poster and follow live tweets about meat, carne and prosciutto. On the Elmster 3000 website, the response didn't take long. We'd created the buzz and anticipation we wanted, and more than 80% of those invited attended the festival. Buon appetito e carne diem.
So that was quite an ambitious project. It was directed by Linda Kallenholt at Hobbyfilm back then. So that was 2011, and it really was. We were amazed how the impact of this film had on our beloved target group, and we got very. We felt that we had broke new ground within this project, and which led us. We got very ambitious, and together with Roger, the founder of the horror festival, we wanted to do a bigger one, a bigger festival. So 2012, it was the first time the festival was moved from. Oh, I never mentioned that. It's outside Norrtälje. It's a small town outside Norrtälje, is where the festival is at. And this is the first time it was in Stockholm. It was at Södra Teatern, Kägelbanan, and we created a bigger event of it. And the theme hillbilly horror, which was very appropriate if you think that the festival is based in a small sort of hillbilly village in Norrtälje, and the festival is coming now to the city. And here we also we got Södra Teatern working with us, giving us a lot of helping us a lot with it. We also got some. It's impossible to read anything there, but it says that it's a film festival coming up at Södra Teatern, a horror film marathon. So it was really nice to see the festival name and posters in the streets of Stockholm, because it has sort of been hidden within the target group, the members. So what we did was also we produced a couple of films. is the first one was spread on Facebook. It was a sort of two-step thing. So this was step 1. So that was so that was the first step, and 12 likes before Friday, and we will save this guy. And I mean, yeah, 12 likes is not that much, and with the hillbilly logic, this was the natural step 2. Working with advertising, you always try to come up with new ways of doing a nice pack shot, and I think this is one of my favorite ones. Okay, that was step two, and then we had step 3, and this is just looking at the time here. It's this is a 5-minute piece, so it's relax, have your coffee, and enjoy this film called Life at the Farm.
Som ting där som ja. När vi får liksom men ja, vi smakar. Jag tar till slut. Jag vill om någon vecka konstigt. Ja. Sådana saker. Vi var från in och på skolan. Men det är nog fint. Ja. Yes. You wine and dine and you eat our swine. You think you're on top of the world. But it's down with us in the mud tonight. We'll show you a trick or two. We will carve your eyes, we will eat your brains, 'cause that is what we do. You can run for your life, you can scream all you want. There's no help coming for you. We will fancy plans and your radar specs. You do not belong. It's the other 3,000 Orchest, and this is our song.
Oh well, yeah, you're still here. Good. But this was a fantastic shoot, a 3-day shoot in Sundsvall. Oscar Bård directed it at Hobbyfilm. And we had a lot of people working really hard in very long hours to create this piece. And it was one of the best shoots I've been at. So much fun. And it's actually me losing both my arms in the first part. So that was really nice, and it was very, very nice to make it a bigger thing. I think, I don't know how many people came to the festival in the end. We didn't lose any money on it, at least, but it was great fun. Okay, we proceed. We have not so much time left, I think. So 2013's theme is home invasion. So now we're back again to sort of targeting these horror film nerds. And this one we went personal. Some might say we went too personal. And I talked to a dude from the US, and he said, if you did this in the US, they would sue your ass. So, but they didn't hear, so I'm happy. And this is what we did.
You wine and dine and you eat our swine. You think you're on top of the world, but the town with us in the mud tonight. We'll show you a trick or two. We will carve your eyes, we will eat your brains, 'cause that is what we do. You can run for your life, you can scream all you want, there's no help coming for you. With your fancy pants and your radar specs, you do nothing wrong. It's the Elmster 3000 Horrorfest.
So this was very extremely appreciated, and some really got freaked out. And we sent these messages. I forgot to say that we sent them during daytime at I don't know if it was on Wednesday or so. People were at work and actually thought someone is outside my home, which was and then quite fast. If one person sort of got it, and then in the Facebook group, sort of everybody knew it. If one knew it, everybody knew it. But it was really nice. Let's see how. Okay, yeah, I think maybe we make it. Only two cases left, and then a little summary of it all. But this is what we did last year on the theme virus outbreak. And now during this sort of period, we have done so many, like, we've been very digital, very traditional. We've done films, and so we're starting to feel that we have done everything. And this is, I think, this is a good example of when you have combined many different elements. Let's have a look. This one.
You have reached the office of Dr. H. West at the National Institute for Disease Control. Unfortunately, it's already too late. Everyone here has turned, and I fear that I too will turn shortly. Your only hope of salvation is to reach our medical team, who has an experimental antidote. The team will meet you at Elmster 3000 Horrorfest on June 7th at 12 noon. Don't be late. And please RSVP after the beep.
Yes. Very integrated direct marketing campaign. Okay, this is this year, and this year we did something we hadn't done before. We actually bought media space, And it felt like we had cracked a new code when we did it, because we hadn't done it for this festival, and we hadn't done it in this way. And the theme was evil kids. Yes, just let's have a look at it. It's a little short case study here. What we did is we bought a small print ad in Svenska Dagbladet, and this is what happened with it.
Historically, it's been a problem people not RSVPing in time. So in order to activate the target group more urgently, we needed to do something different. We bought one of the cheapest print ads there is, a small space ad in the family section in a morning paper. Our strategy was to make the ad disturbing enough so that media would pick it up and spread it to the festival members through the daily news and social media. Within 24 hours, the target group had been reached. And the festival received worldwide recognition. 如果將登報人嘅電郵明星調轉嚟睇 ，send as model。
There's quite an impact for a really small ad, and it just blew out of proportions, which was fantastic. And yeah, now what? Let me have a look here. Oh, we have almost no time left. Well, we have done a lot of genres and different themes for this festival. But fortunately, there are so many, so we have a lot of work to do. So we can be busy for at least another decade with this client. That's it, almost. I just want to say thanks to all the people that have been working with this client so far, because no one, as I mentioned, is making any money on it. They just invest their hours on it. So I think that's very important to everybody who's working on it are true heroes, I would say. And if you, I hope I haven't missed anyone here, by the way. We hopefully not. And if for some reason anyone want to ask me something, you can ask me now, or now it's almost no time, then you can send me an email if you have anything on your mind. And this was my speech on Shock, and specifically on Elmsta 3000 Horror Fest. I hope you enjoyed it.